My name is Rick Ellison. I spent 6 years in prison for a crime that never occurred. As implausible as that may sound, this is not really that hard to do with the justice system we have today. Mistakes were made at the front end of my case by a village police department that had little experience with the crimes I was charged with, but those mistakes were nothing compared to what the trial court did. At my plea hearing, the trial judge violated Ohio statutory laws, Criminal Rule 11, and federal court holdings as part of an effort to lure me into pleading guilty through a tactic commonly referred to as bait and switch. To cover up those mistakes, more mistakes had to be made at my sentencing hearing. At that hearing, medical reports, which the court used as its sole justification for prison time, were misrepresented and then sealed to keep the defense from uncovering those falsehoods. Court findings were fabricated, mitigating factors were not addressed, sentencing statutes were violated, defense filings were denied without consideration, higher court rulings were disregarded, important sentencing evidence was lost, misplaced, or hidden, expert testimony that would have proved that I had been sentenced in error was denied, and the legal definition of court vindictiveness was met. And those are just a handful of more than 100 errors of process that the court committed to the prejudice of the defense in my case. Key sentencing considerations such as no harm caused, no criminal history, no motive, and nothing of a criminal nature to gain were completely disregarded so that the judge could put his entire focus on and base his ruling on the one thing that was important to him, his personal dislike of me. This wave of unbridled prejudice continued through the Court of Appeals, the Ohio Supreme Court, and the First District Federal Court, where those courts' only concern seemed to be protecting the judge from embarrassment or liability. Justice in America today is a rigged game that can't be won unless one can afford to pay an attorney more than the cost of a brand new Mercedes. It's not for the poor. My terms of post-release supervision prevent me from gaining employment, and at age 63, I have many medical and other needs that can't be met. I have to rely on others for help, and 2 years after my release, I still don't own a vehicle. Prior to this, I had a bright future as the author of a successful line of books, but I can no longer continue that career because of the restrictive terms of my supervision by the Ohio Parole Authority. Today, I am a ruined man who has no future because a very powerful man who no one can stop decided to have fun at my expense. What has gone wrong with this country that this can happen? Is this how America will end, defeated by ourselves?